Alright boys, we're back with day 3 of the AI and machine learning journey, and today we're basically going to be making a baseline model using the logistic regression and decision trees method to basically make a baseline model for our Titanic dataset. And basically in the future, tomorrow and the day after, we're going to be improving upon the baseline model. So that's what we're doing today. We're just going to make the baseline model, see what predictions it's getting, and then we're going to continue improving on it and making the model more accurate. So yeah, let's just get into the details and show you guys what we're doing for today. Alright boys, week 1, day 3, baseline models. We're making baseline models for the Titanic training and for the Titanic data. So day 3 on ChatGPT, what is it saying? We're going to import some scikit-learn modules, as we can see here. Define features and targets, that makes sense. We're going to have to split the training and test data, obviously. Train a logistic regression, yeah. So we're doing logistic regression, which I'm going to use this video to learn from. And we're going to do this decision trees method, which I'm also going to use another StatQuest video to learn from. These StatQuest and FreeBlue1Run are like the main channels I've been using to learn stuff. So I just like those. Yeah, and evaluate. Simple. So yeah, that's all. We're just evaluating the baseline models. So we need these baseline models to make future predictions and see how much we improve with better models in the future. But we have to make a baseline or a benchmark to compare them against, and that's what today is for. We're just making the benchmark baseline model. So this was just what I used, the prompt I used to get these videos to learn from first before I get into coding these models. They'll all be in my Jupyter notebook where I've done day 1 and 2. This has all the Titanic data, test data, train data. That's what we're going to be using. I think I have to download the scikit-learn library. I don't have it here, so I'm going to get that, and yeah, then we'll just start. So I'll see you guys after 4 hours. Alright, we're done with day 3, and today was actually kind of interesting. Like, predicting the accuracy of these baseline models was quite fun. We used a StatQuest video for logistic regression, another StatQuest video for the decision trees and stuff like that. I just watched a bit of, I got to like here. I was just trying to understand how scikit-learn kind of works and what it's used for, but I got the gist of it, so that's fine. So when we get into it, baseline models, for today we imported the scikit, some modules from scikit that we needed for this task. Here, simple, we just put the inputs and outputs of the models. So all the other, all the other columns here are inputs apart from survived, because survived is already gone. So survived, we dropped it because we're trying to predict survived. So because we're trying to find a pattern of inputs that give us the output of if they survived or not. That's basically the whole point of it. So yeah, that's why we have survived as the output column and all the other ones as the input features. But yeah, so this is the logistic regression model, 100 iterations. We use the fit function in scikit library to train the model, and then it predicts an output from the test data we give it, which is under y predict, right? Okay, and now evaluating the logistic regression we've just used, you can see that the accuracy is 81%, which is like kind of good. We have some extra data we don't need to talk about. Training a decision model. So this is the decision tree model, the second baseline model we're using. This is a bit different, but we use the same fit function in the scikit library to train it. The predicted output stored in here. So when we evaluate it, we can see that the decision tree model has less accuracy, 78%. Not that much lower, but it's decent. So yeah, we're done with day 3. If you've been following along, thanks so much for following along. I'm going to keep doing this, but let me see, let's look at Notion, see how far we got to. We have a lot more weeks to do, you know, but at the end of this, I'm going to be really smart. You know, everyone that's following along, we're going to all be like way ahead from where we started, which is the goal of this. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow in day 4. Alright guys, today is day 4 of the journey, day 4 of week 1, and today we're going to be trying to improve upon the models we made yesterday. We used logistic regression for one, and I think we used the decision tree method for a different model. And both of them were around 81 to 78% accuracy, so we're going to try and see if we can make it more accurate. And yeah, we're just going to get into that today. And after, I think we'll look into day 5, see what day 5 has for us. But yeah, so I'm going to study for the next 4 hours. Currently, we're doing an evening session today because I had some startup stuff. But right now it's 8 o'clock. We're going to be doing the study session from 8 till 12. So night study session, and yeah, see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so we just finished the late evening session. I just watched some videos, obviously from StatQuest, watched the random forest video, watched the video on gradient boosting part 1 and 2. The reason why I had to watch 2 videos is because this is kind of for continuous values, like if you're trying to like classify something like weight or something that's like, you know, numerical, and this is more for like predicting a class. So this is more for classification, this is more for predicting continuous values. So that's why I have 2 videos there. So yeah, these are the stuff I've basically done. So for day 4, we're obviously trying to improve upon the 2 models we used before. So here we're importing the random forest and gradient boosting modules from the scikit-learn library. Here we're training the random forest, and we made some predictions with the random forest. The random forest did way better than the decision tree, as you can see here, because this is the area under the curve, but this kind of translates to like 83%. And if you go back to day 3, we can see the decision tree had an accuracy of 78%. So we have like a 5% extra boost in accuracy, which is good. If we look at the gradient boosting classifier we built, it has an accuracy of 89%, which is like 90%, which is also a bit, when you convert the area under curve to normal percentage, that's like 83 to 84. So that's also really high compared to the logistic regression method we used. Here it's 81. So yeah, clearly we're making some progress here. That was the whole point of basically today, was just learning these 2 extra ways of predicting, you know, making predictions, classification predictions. So we have gradient boosting and we have random forest. Random forest was a really interesting concept of using multiple decision trees. So yeah, that's pretty much all we're done for today. Let's go to the nation. I'm so tired. Let's go to the nation and see what tomorrow is. Tomorrow is hyperparameter tuning. I have no idea what that is, but we'll see tomorrow. So I'll catch you guys in the next episode.